Hey Floss Tube, happy December 9th. It's great to be back. My name is Tamara Lepro and I'm coming to you from New Jersey with another Flossmas video. For Flossmas, we are going to do kind of what we were doing before, but it's a little different today as I have another project that I worked on besides the start along or stitch along that I've been working on. And I also want to do a giveaway today. I hit 100 subscribers and I just want to thank you. And also it's the holiday season. It's the time of giving. I want to give back to our community and, maybe make some new friends along the way. So first things first, let's talk about the stitch along. So if you're new here, if this is the first time you're joining, I am working on the Roxy Floss Co. Evertote and Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. It's a Frisian band sampler. We open a tiny present every day, and inside we get a little bit of a chart and some of the floss. The floss, so this is no spoilers for today. This is only for yesterday. So if you haven't opened it yet or you haven't stitched yet, don't worry. No spoilers here. This is yesterday's. So yesterday's floss is this beautiful bronze called Third Place. Works very nice. It's a great name. And you can see here how they all kind of work together. And this is where we're at. I am loving it. I think it's coming really, really great. If you watched yesterday's video, the frog came to visit. I noticed right after I filmed that one of my hearts, this one here, was over too far to the right and that I wasn't going to have room. It was over like 5 stitches too many. I had used my starting point on the wrong bottom of this X, so it was over too far. Frogged it out, got my birds in, and there is a little bit more of the third place that's supposed to go in right in these hearts, but I didn't notice it. So I was like, oh good, I'm done stitching and I'll move on. There's a little bit more to do. It's not the end of the world. So I'll bring it a little closer so you can see. I think it's looking really great. I love, and it's funny, like that Grinch, which is this really bright green, it stands out so much in the floss, but there's something about having it there. I really like it. I really, really like it. It's not typically the colors I would stitch with or even the kind of things that I would normally stitch, but I'm loving it. The fabric is a kit fabric. It's 32 count Pannetone by Roxy Floss Co. All of the floss that we've been getting for our advent calendar, the stitch minder is also Roxy Floss Co. It's 2 birds and like a little flower motif. I'm doing 2 threads over 2 linen threads. And I love it. It's beautiful. Excited to open today's present to see what we're working on. So the other thing that I pulled out was the Renato Parolin Christmas. So I'll bring it in so you can see it. This is not a very good picture, and I apologize. It's a really large pattern, and I had showed it in my first video as something that I wanted to continue to work on, as I had started it last year. But I just hadn't gotten very far. It's big, so it takes a minute. So I did get some work done on it. How pretty is it? Oh, I love it. So let's start with the fabric. So the fabric is a 40 count Fiber on a Whim buttermilk. If I hold it back a little bit, that's a little more true. It's a lovely yellowy color, and it's very highly modeled. It's kind of hard. You can kind of see it there. A little bit. But it's gorgeous. So last time I showed it, I had done these two levels of the tree, but I hadn't done this little lantern. I had to do some back stitching, and I did the started doing the back stitching down here. So these are like branches with buds or berries, and these are some snowflakes, and you can kind of see it. It does show up in person. That's a little better. But it's gorgeous, and I love pulling it out again. I am using mostly the called for floss or a close DMC, you know, something that's similar, you know, same color family. And there's still quite a bit to go. There's a lot more, you know, ornaments, and then there's like a big chunk of the tree that comes down, and then like the third tier is like here, and there are 5 tiers. So I'm working on the danglies here, so there's plenty of pattern to go. But it's gorgeous, and I do love working on it. As a note, if you want this pattern, if it's a pattern that you're interested in, I found it on Etsy, and it's through the Renato Parolin, and I can hold up the name again. Renato Parolin is the name, and get it there. You can't get the pattern on Amazon, and I just want to caution you that it is on Amazon, but it's not through Renato Parolin. It's a knockoff, and that the quality of that pattern is not going to be great. This pattern is an older pattern. It's from 2012, and let me, for instance, one second. Sorry for the crinkling. I want to show you this to you without showing too much of the pattern. So here, so this is the part that I just worked on, right? The back stitching and the numbers for that back stitching, they're handwritten. The squares aren't, and the squares are really easy to read. So that is not, I wouldn't worry about that. I'll show you a different section. Right, so the squares are perfectly legible. The chart is legible. Everything is fine. The back is, you know, in Italian. So, but I mean, it's telling you here, right, how large is the pattern going to be on the count of fabric that you use. Here it's giving you the number of, so in the back stitch, it'll give you like number 3. And it says for number 3, you're using floss 318. And so it's not, I would say it's not a beginner pattern. And it's not a beginner pattern because it's enormous. It has a lot of back stitch. You have to make some interpretations. You have to make some interpretations because of the chart. And it's a paper pattern for being a large pattern. So it's also small. So what I've done is I've like taken the pattern and I photocopied it and I enlarged it so that I could have an easier time marking off my, what I'd stitched. So that's what I recommend. And that's not to say it's impossible, but I do just, please don't get the Amazon version. There's all sorts of comments about how the pattern is small and it's not as detailed and the colors aren't quite right. So just, you know, protect Renato Parolin's intellectual property and also your own disappointment. Okay. That's it for the stitching, and now for the giveaway. So I am really excited. I'm really, really excited that there are 100 of you now that have subscribed. I hope that you're finding something great in these videos, and please comment. I'd love to chat and make some friends. But I do want to give a giveaway to give back to the community and to say thank you. And if you've seen other FlossTube videos, you'll kind of know the rules, right? So you don't want to use the word giveaway in the comments, as that's just going to attract all of the wrong kind of elements who will be, you know, they use robots and bots and things to search for those terms, and then they flood the video with comments, etc. What I'm giving away is a Plum Street sampler Yuletide Welcome. This is a gorgeous chart. It's one of my favorite Christmas charts. It's got a big old house in the middle, and it's got this funny little, you know, gnome and some deer and flowers. Beautiful border. The chart is large. It's 333 wide by 172 high. The back has, you know, the called for pattern or called for threads. It was originally stitched on 36 count vintage buttercream, 1/2, and is gorgeous. So if you would like the chart, please do 2 things. 1, like the video. So give me a little thumbs up, please. That just helps other people find us. And write a comment and use the word welcome. You're all welcome here. Everyone's welcome. And I am really grateful that you're here. If I pick your name, I'll use a random YouTube comment picker to pick the name of the person who has put in that keyword welcome. And once I've gotten that comment, what I will do is I will comment on your comment to say congratulations that you've won. And I'll provide an email address. You can email me your address, and I will send this out in the mail to you as soon as possible. All right, so again, keyword welcome. And I look forward to chatting with you all. And I hope you have a great 9th of December, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye-bye.